Hey money movers, welcome back to Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. Today we are going to be talking about the SHIBA INU token. So before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. So stay tuned.
So Nadia, what's up?
We making money moves.
Who making money moves?
We making money moves.
You making money moves?
We making money moves.
We making money moves.
We making money. Okay guys, welcome back. As promised, we're going to be talking about the SHIBA token. This one is not something that I'm like, this is going to make you money now, super hyped, super like crazy about it, but I figured it was worth talking about. A lot of you guys have asked about it. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it a scam? What is it? So I'm going to be talking about SHIBA token. That's ticker symbol SHIB. So SHIBA token, unfortunately, or maybe not unfortunately, I don't really know, you can't buy it on Coinbase, but I have seen it on crypto.com, so that's definitely worth checking out if this is something you want to invest in. It's not on Coinbase, but with the other cryptos, and I'm much more confident in, you can buy those on Coinbase. You guys know I've been talking about Ethereum, Cardano, Polygon, or Matic. All those, I think, Tezos have way more potential than SHIB, but you know, you be the judge of whether or not this is something you want to invest in after I kind of lay out the land of what it is. So you can go to SHIBA INU news to kind of track what's going on with it. This isn't one you're going to see as much with like the Yahoo Finance, where there's constantly new articles like there were about Dogecoin or big stocks that people were investing in, because this is kind of like another like meme coin. It's not something I would particularly invest my money in. You know, I'll say I'm undecided for now, because as I was doing research, the FOMO started kicking in again. But this isn't something that I would really put my money in, because I think it's kind of like gambly. You know, the market cap for this one is 3.5 billion, but for Dogecoin, it's 70 billion. And that's just to give you some perspective on like what you're looking at. There's not that many people that are using it. There's 444,000, a little bit over than that, holders of this coin, which was a large increase in a short amount of time, but still that's not a whole lot of people. People have been naming it the Dogecoin killer, which is funny because it was kind of, the model was followed after Dogecoin, which I thought was interesting and ironic that they called it the Doge killer. But it definitely is one of those things that goes up and down with like when people are tweeting about it. It was trending on Twitter, it was trending on the news, and that's kind of how a lot of people found out about it actually. I mean, you can look at a chart, and I'd say after looking at like the candle, I don't think this is a good short-term investment. I think this would be a long-term to see if it can get up to 1 cent. That's also another thing I wanted to mention. We're trying to get this to 1 cent, and people compare it to Doge. With Doge, it was like, will it hit $1? So those are two very different levels of where we're at with this whole thing. This seems just like another meme coin to me. I'm not saying you can't make any money off of it, but at least Dogecoin now has some legitimacy. It has a lot of big whales that are, you know, holding it. One of them sold off with Doge, but it's still, you know, people are still holding on to Doge. People have a lot of faith in it. And the SHIBA army, that's what they're calling it, is very strong. There are 444,000. It grew about 150,000 in like the last week. And they're holding strong. Are any of you guys in SHIB? I'm curious. Let me know in my comment section below. This is something I don't think I'm going to get into. I already talked about the volatility of the stock market, the volatility of the crypto market, but this is even more volatile than those other altcoins that I talk about. This is like kind of a joke, but I think it could have potential. It could have potential to hit 1 cent in the long term. We're talking like 1 to 2 years. If you're looking to make some quick money, be careful, because it's already gone up a lot. And right now it's down about 9%. So if you are looking to go buy in, right now would be probably, at least at the time I'm filming, a good buying opportunity if you're trying to get into SHIB, if that FOMO really gets you. But there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of unpredictability. So please be careful. like I said, there is a difference in this and in Doge. And a lot of people are comparing it even with, the face of Dogecoin is Shiba Inu. And then this is Shiba Inu coin. So I feel like that within itself draws people in. It's like my favorite dog. I love Shiba Inus. But you can buy it on crypto.com. I saw it listed there to buy, and it has a little description about Shiba Inu coin. And it's like, this is an experiment, blah, 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 with the whole new decentralized finance movement. And I was like, yeah, even they're calling it an experiment, right? Because this is kind of more of a joke. I feel like these kind of coins get their value from people hyping it up, from people talking about it. Not your typical, like, oh, it's now accepted here, it's now accepted there, the market cap is really high. It's literally following Dogecoin's, how Dogecoin got to be more popular. So it is similar to it in that way, but I think that Dogecoin is a lot, and I don't even think Dogecoin is super safe. I just think it's safer than this one. This is kind of out there with like SafeMoon, and I'm not like hating on these necessarily, saying don't put money in it, but I personally don't think I would, because this is really money you have to be able to throw away, because you could lose it all, because we don't know what's going to happen. It's not like there's a long history with these where you can look at charts from previous years and see how it's gone with like the trends. And with the Shiba coin, it kind of follows our top 5 coins, right? So like when Bitcoin went down, Ethereum went down, when we saw that global crypto crash, this went right down with it. And it was unfortunate for those of you who are in SHIB, because SHIB hit its all-time high, and then that crash happened, and then these went right down with it, or SHIB went right down with it. And so, you have to be aware of what's happening in the market, because this does follow it. Just to give an update kind of about the crypto market, you just have to pay attention to it. Just kind of follow like a tracker live, especially if you're in a short-term investment. And that's what I would say about this one. If you are investing short-term with something like SHIB, make sure you are buying it on the lowest of lows, and be super careful, because we have already seen it run up a lot, and I'm not sure how long it would take to get that money back. So if you put in like $1,000, but your rent's due the first of the month, and you're expecting to make that back in a short amount of days, please, please, please do not do that, because you really don't know what's going to happen with this, and you don't want to be out of money that you didn't have to lose, and then you can end up losing money. If it goes down, you don't get back as much as you put in. That's another thing. I always talk about losing money, and I think sometimes people get confused with when the stock goes down, if they owe money, or crypto in this case. You don't owe money. So let's say you invest $1,000 and the stock drops 50%. Now, you don't owe them that money. What you do is you would take it back out, you would sell, but you would be selling at a loss. So if it dropped, you would only be getting, I think I said if it dropped 50%, so you would only be getting half of that money back. You see what I mean? I hope that made sense. I hope I was able to kind of explain what I mean by losing money, and that's something you want to really, really look out for, especially with the crypto market. You should be doing your calculations to see what your profits would be. I took a poll on my Instagram to see if people knew how to calculate their what their profit taking would be if a stock went up by, say, like 12%. And some of you didn't know how to do that. So if you want, I can totally make a video explaining how to do, maybe not a whole video because it won't take that long, but a video explaining how to calculate those percentages, because it's important to kind of know how much money you'll be making. If this, then what kind of a thing, For those of you who are really following Shiba, want to get in it, like I said, right now would be a buying opportunity because it is down 9%. That's pretty much all the notes that I have. That's what I keep looking down at on this one. I think if you're going to get in it, be in it for the long term. You got to play the long game with this one. Like I said, I think trying to trade this one, day trade it, even swing trade it is really, really risky. There are much better altcoins on there. And I don't know if you guys followed Soulja Boy. I don't know what any of your music tastes are. But Soulja Boy tweeted, I believe he tweeted or posted on Instagram about some coins, Safe Something. They're all called Safe Something. But he tweeted about one, but when he posted it, he forgot to take off how much the creators of the coin or whoever is paying him to talk about it. He was like, hey guys, just on this new project, blah, 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 safe, whatever, stupid coin. And underneath it said, if you get this many people, you'll get this many thousands of dollars. So be careful. Like I said, right now, that's a huge scam going around. People are just popping up left and right, talking about the market, talking about crypto, but they don't know what they're talking about. And they're most likely, these influencers are getting paid. I will not be surprised if there's eventually a stop but to that kind of a thing, because I feel like that's just really another way of manipulating the market. And it's super dangerous, especially for these people that don't know what they're doing. Like, people can really, really lose money. So please, please, please be careful and do your own research before putting any money into the market, whether you heard it from me or someone else you think is credible, but especially if you're hearing it from like rappers or like YouTubers who don't talk about this, who have never talked about investing. That's what I'm talking about. People who don't invest, don't know anything about the market. They're most likely just getting paid to hype something up. That's super dangerous, super risky. Please don't ever involve yourself in something like that. Like I always say, I'm not a financial advisor or an investment advisor myself, but I do know a thing or two about the market. I'm not just going to throw out things at you. That's why I'm warning you with Shiba coin. I'm not in it, but for those of you who want to know about it, I didn't want to leave you in the dust, especially when it was kind of going up. I feel like now, because remember, we want to buy low and sell high, would be the time to talk about it since it had this drop today. And if you did want to get in it, maybe now would be a good time to. I'm not saying go out and buy it at all. I did not buy it myself. But right now looks like a sale, a buying opportunity. Remember, we go on red and we stop or we sell on green. That's my last bit of advice to you guys. I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to thank you guys all again for following me on this journey. You know, I'm a new investor myself. I'm on a journey right now to put a total of $10,000 in the market. It's been rough. Well, I guess it hasn't been rough. I shouldn't say that. I feel very privileged to be able to even have a goal like that, because investing is money that you can't afford to lose, or it should be at least, if you're a smart investor. And so something like that is incredible. I'm so grateful to have all of you following my content, to have great mentors helping me learn how to invest. I've read some good books about investing. I totally want to share all of that with you guys. And I'm really, really excited to see like where this could go. If you guys are making money, I hope so. I love when people message me and they're like, oh, I followed what you said and I make this money and this was a great investment. And if you haven't seen my last video about Ford, definitely go check that out, because that was my latest stock pick and it is still doing very well. I like Ford. I like the cryptos I'm in. I'm going to be doing an updated video about the crypto market and the stock market and why I am optimistic about it coming back. And I'm really, really hoping that, you know, we hit another bull market soon. But thanks for watching. Again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell and share my videos. It really, 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 like, I cannot stress enough how much the like button helps keep my content out there. We want to bring in new subscribers, welcome new people to the Money Movers crew, team. I don't know what to call you guys, but we're family, you know? I talk to you, you talk to me in the comments, and that's just how it is. But we're all making money moves together, all right? Have a good day. Bye.